Your third option is from I Am Fred 14. Leaps and swats away the three, takes a quick dance break, and swings the ball to a triple for their own team. Feel the rhythm. Set the tempo to 6-point swing in the key of three. And last week's vote was won by Greatness 1221 in
And a happy Thursday evening to you folks. Hope you're ready for some NBA action here on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Ali LaForce as well. Here's the starting group for Portland. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Scoot Henderson. And it's Kamari in at the four-man position. And for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. MP is out there with Castle, and it's Vassell in at the three. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think that has been circled on the... calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent.
All right, let me see. Put them like that right.
We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Now here's Vassell.
Yeah, I just upgraded my three-pointer.
Here's Castle.
Let me test it. He's like,
Sharp grabs the miss. Over to the left wing. Henderson for three. Rebound by San Antonio. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Here's Kamari. Off the outside. Unloads from 13. And the jumper is on the mark.
And a nice looking stroke from the mid-range. Avdia just taking what the defense is allowing.
Pass to MP. On the wing, Vassell. Now Wembanyama. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
The drive by Henderson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. And Brent Scoot Henderson spending 2 years with G League Ignite. The second overall pick in 2023.
Yeah, and Scoot not the first Ignite player to go very high up in the NBA draft. You think about Jalen Green with the Rockets, but an extra year in the G League, committed to staying there and developing his game. I think that helped him in terms of his maturity, and still the sky is the limit for this kid.
And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Pass to Vassell. Back to MP. Sohan up top. Clock at 6. MP outside. That three's off the mark. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Here's Ayton following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Kamari. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
And here's MP from outside. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Here's Kamari. Off the outside. Stolen by Wembanyama. MP against Ayton.
Get off me.
Sochan, right side. Back to MP. Pass to Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Vassell against Avdia. To stop the run. And the layup is up and in. Avdia's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Now inside, Deni Avdia is confident in his ability to convert.
Sochan outside. Back to MP. Fires for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
Outside Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's MP. Lays it up and banks it in. MP's got 8 points.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, the Blazers get the draft night trade for two-way wing Deni Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
All right, Shams, thank you. 5 on the clock. Good on the shot. 10 points for him.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Timeout called. Portland. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early going?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team.
Blazers trail by 19. We've got Devin Vassell. De'Aaron Fox is out there with MP. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Bassi in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover. Down low. Here's MP. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Spurs lead by 19. The Trailblazers shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. And here's Simons outside. Rebound by San Antonio. MP scanning the floor. To the wing on the left. Here's Fox. No good. Ayton with the defensive effort. Blazers trail by 19. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
The classic big man play there, just pushing right past the defense and finishing strong.
On the wing, Vassell. Back to MP. 4-3. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Yeah, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Henderson, the pass to Simons. Connects from downtown. Simons got his first 3 points of the game.
They gave up a 3 at the other end. That's Simons' response.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. And here's Vassell. Over Avdia. And Vassell with the bucket on the assist by MP. Vassell's gotten his first bucket of the night. Blazers trail by 19. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Alan.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Simons. And there's the rejection. And they're able to recover.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
You make the most of second chance opportunities. You're in there and active, where that can really put a lot of pressure on the defense.
Castle's checked in for De'Aaron Fox.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Henderson outside. It's deflected. MP against Avdia to the paint. Here's Bassey, and he makes it.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Here's Henderson, tipped.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And he comes up with a bucket. Henderson's got 6.
Yeah, even though he's 6'2", Henderson is best attacking on the interior.
Pass to Wembanyama. Count it. Wembanyama's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Portland calls timeout.
Oh, my. Their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And the Spurs with some... And so it's San Antonio firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
I think we can get the double-double. I just need 5.6.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court right now for Portland, Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Then there's Avdia, then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the 4. Here's Avdia. That one rolls around and rims out. Well, the Spurs shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. On the wing, MP. Pass to Vassell. Henderson against MP. Sohan inside. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Henderson scanning the floor. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
And here's MP from outside. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Henderson misses.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Castle. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And what strength by Castle. A tough-nosed guard who knows how to score through contact.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw tonight. Looking at lineups around the league, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Henderson misses.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Got it.
Not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
And here's Sharp. Give him 8 points now. Can they get it? Rebound by San Antonio. Sohan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Count that one. Castle's got 7 points for the quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. Portland, 3rd.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Brent, you've won championships, but you've also been on some bad teams. What's that experience like?
Well, B.A., very kind of you to remind me of that, although the therapy has paid off, so I'm doing just fine. When you are experiencing seasons that aren't going as successful as the team would like it to go, there's a point of pride in the game and the way that you approach it. You can't separate yourself from your teammates. You got to dig in and show that you have the mettle to go out there and still compete.
Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 8 assists in the game. The Trailblazers have gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Pass to Aiden. Now here's Henderson. Sharp passes to Henderson.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Massey, he's checked in for Sohan. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Portland.
Substitution on the court.
Avdia against Vassell. Here's Kamare. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Sharp. Over Castle. They can't stop the run with that one.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
MP, the pass to Vassell. Back to MP. And here's Wembanyama. With the clock winding down. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Simons outside. Sharp with it. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Avdia. Pulls up. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Avdia's got 6.
Gotta like the confidence there. Shots like this prove Avdia is a solid scorer.
To the inside, Castle, and he dunks it down.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
It's Sharp on the wing. Rebounded by the Spurs. Castle's got 4 rebounds now. MP right side. Pass to Massey. Now Wembanyama is covered by Aiden. Wembanyama, the pass to MP. Spurs need to get one up here. Count it. Good.
Double-double.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. Pulls it. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's MP. That one is off. Great D that time from Simons. Portland again missing.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Timeout called the Spurs.
T-shirts to the loudest. Get power.
So San Antonio ends up going. For Portland, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. They've got MP and it's Champagnie at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Simons. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we talk about the offensive rebounding ability, and they're all about Ayton's timing. What a dunk.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. But there's some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well.
Looking to get back on track. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And a tip of the cap to Henderson there for being able to adjust his shot while being fouled.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle. The hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Pass to Reith. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
MP inside. He's covered by Ayton. MP shot is good. MP's got 11 points here in the second half. The Trailblazers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Here's Henderson. And the layup is good off the glass.
And athleticism on display there by Henderson. Just an acrobatic move to finish the play.
Barnes, no good. For Portland, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this 4th quarter. Then passes to Thibault. And here's Ayton. Some young players coming into the league may lack experience in truly big games. Brent, do you think that's a disadvantage?
Well, it could be a disadvantage, BA, but how do you get to replicate that competitive environment unless you get there? And so with every experience, young guys typically who want to achieve greatness embrace some of those biggest moments, watch and learn, and that's where you grow the most.
And he gets it to go.
And I absolutely love the attack mentality, even with the bigger defender on him.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
The Spurs have gone 6 for 9 here in the 4th quarter. Here's MP. Oh, MP throws it down.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Henderson, the pass to Benton. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Just do it straight to him. That's 6 overall.
Henderson outside.
I get passing for you.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
Victor Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Branham. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Walker, he's checked in for Reed.
Let me dunk the ball.
Get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
That free throw no good.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
He hits the second from the line. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by Portland.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
MP, pass to Bassi.
Good. Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Benton passes to Henderson. That one's wide left.
Now, shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
MP. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. MP's got 16 points here in the second half. Henderson outside. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Castle. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Here's Bassi. Walker covering. Bassi can't get it to go. Outside Thibault. Pass to Aiden. Now here's Henderson. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints
Can you hear me now?
over it. He's been dominating and making it look.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off.
Nah, I play 2K, Warzone, Madden, GTA, and I be trying to get back into Fortnite, but other little kids sweaty as hell, so. Damn, nah, 2 bands. Trying to chase a little 2 bands. Take that one. Take this one off. Do that one. 2K is still up there. I'll be right back.
There can only be one top play of Season 5, so vote now! We're on the lookout for your best highlights of Season 6. Send them in on social with your gamer tag and the hashtag 2KTVWow. I've got to go count each and every VC in the award to make sure they're all here. 99, 100, 101. See you next week!
You want to find out who takes the top play of the season?
Head over to social media. We reveal the winner there. You can find us at NBA2K_2KTV.
And if you want a chance at taking the top play of Season 6, get out there and get those wins.
We'll see you back here next week. Until then, enjoy the game.
The starting lineup for the visiting Utah Jazz. At center, Kyle Filipowski. At point guard, Deontay George. At guard, Colin Sexton. At forward, John Collins. At forward, Lauri Markkanen. The head coach of the visiting team is Will Hardy. Now introducing the starters for your San Antonio Spurs. Six-eight, starting at forward, number 10, Jeremy Sochan. 6'5", at forward, number 24, Devin Vassell. 6'6", starting at guard, number 5, Stephon Castle.
I'm back.
7'3", starting at center, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Alright, the Wemby plays is actually crazy.
The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. And it's Filipowski in its center. And for the Spurs, Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. MP is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position.
Let me see one more thing. Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to post something on my story real quick. This is acting retarded though. Second follow? Are you sure? You sure? I don't think I had one yet. Let me see. Unless my thing's just acting up. Cause you have two. Shit. Where do I even check? Let me go to the check real quick. Oh, I do have. Well, still, I appreciate the follow. Trying to get to at least 10. Reach the goal real quick.
You know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotation.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best with the thought also of the postseason.
Wembanyama knows better than to just hold the ball.
Consistent here.
He searches and finds an open guy.
I be on every day.
With it.
And
it's Vassell picking him up.
But I want to start doing reactions.
Here's Markkanen.
The videos.
Wembanyama with the rebound.
Then once I pick it up a little
and
bit,
here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Oh, how about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Markkanen, good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
To the left wing. Here's Castle. Kicks it out to MP. Three-pointer. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
2K? Yeah. Console? Like on console?
Sexton dishes to George. To the inside. Markkanen. And he banks in the lane. Markkanen's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, I love putting Markkanen into the pick and roll action. He can do anything as the screener.
And, Coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't it?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And, look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. MP from deep three-point land.
Yeah, I'll be playing Rivals, Overwatch 4, Apex. Overwatch, I haven't played Overwatch. I tried playing Apex.
No good from outside.
I still try to play Fortnite here and there. I ain't that good. I could build. I just
so far to start out the game.
Well, you got to keep George away from the basket, or you
can't
expect to get dunked on.
Pass to Castle. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Filipowski passes to George. It's good.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
San Antonio leading. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And there's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so you have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David.
And now look at Victor Wembanyama here. He's coming off an excellent season. first in blocks, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. Just a terrific year on the glass.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were
once I start working,
and the whistle blows. It's going to be Kyle Filipowski. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
Was low to Mike again.
It's Vassell on the wing. He's guarded by Markkanen. Back to Vassell.
Let me get open.
5 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Here's Sohan. It's hauled in by George.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock.
It's because the game sound is a bit high. How do I turn it down? Let me see. Hold on.
Goes down.
All right, can you hear me now?
And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 5.
Bigger guard. 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Very impressive for his age. He's a grown man.
Defended by Sohan. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul. First team foul.
You know, that's probably why I couldn't really hear me on Warzone this day.
First in his first few years, Stan, but hasn't seemed to match that level of success.
Especially when you jump out to play in Warzone.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's a few reasons, Kevin. Number one.
Can you turn down crowd volume? I think it's because of that. True, I was turning the crowd off. Hold on. Last player.
I just think it's a lot about opportunity, and he went from being the number 2 guy on the team to being the.
This is giving me the flashbacks to COVID when there was no crowd. It was just
he doesn't have as much opportunity to play some of his minutes as a center now, and that was always where he could get a quickness advantage. So even where he is now, though, this guy is a very good player and has gotten to the point he's underrated.
And Wembanyama outside, down low. Here's MP, and easy 2 points on the way. He's got 11.
He's getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. They trail by 1. Collins finds Sexton. George against MP. Can't cash in from close range.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Pass to Castle. Back to MP. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Markkanen kicks to Sexton.
Lock that up. Okay.
Rebound by the Spurs. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story.
San Antonio.
You got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what you got to take care of the ball.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. Johnson, he's checked in for Devin Vassell. And it's Fox in for Castle. Jazz also changing it up. Hendricks is checked in. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Markkanen. And here's George. Following the 3 from MP.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those 2 guys.
George with the ball.
Ooh, hold on. I got to pause it to read this. It actually shows your channel. I might actually have to get into that.
He's got 9.
I need more views.
Shot to stop the run.
Probably I need it all.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Do I have to like look it up or like
shoots over Johnson?
Where do I find
shot
that?
By Clarkson, no good. Spurs leading by 8. To the middle. 8 feet away. That's good from Barnes on the assist by MP.
And don't look now, but they're starting.
Let me know your Insta so I can show you. All right, hold on. Well, hold on. My Insta is the same as my streamer name. It's just take away 1 underscore.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
My Instagram is the same as my Twitch name. Just
17 points
it's only 1 underscore instead of 2.
In Milwaukee.
And if you look at his free throw,
but if you need me to type it, let me know.
What kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night.
So I think I followed you.
And once again, Coach, the storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. And look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach.
So run, bro. I know you see the screen. Do something with it.
The team around. They've got great talent evaluation in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe.
It works.
John calls timeout.
Are you into anime? A little bit. I'm actually trying to get into it. Only because of that Invincible. I don't know if the Invincible show. That one. When I was younger, I used to watch that. And then, of course, Goku. So I've been trying to get more into
Substitution on the court.
The Dragon Ball Z.
And the pass to Wembanyama. Fades and shoots.
He pisses me off that he makes it, but he can't get my assist.
I'm not sure how
trying to get my assist up, bro.
To guard Wembanyama without making contact.
Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with MP, and it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. MP looking it over. Here's Castle. He's coming off a 13-point game against Portland. 6 to shoot. Here's MP. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And they're forcing
I'm gonna look at it after. I'm gonna get off in like 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna text you on there. Because for some reason, it's making my phone be slow. Like actually.
To the paint. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
After this game, I'm gonna
and the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Pass to Castle.
Take the screen, James.
Kicks it out to MP. No good on the trip.
I should have just let him shoot it. See if it'll load it. How are these? Damn, why's my typing so loud? That shit was too loud.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Here's Collier. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Collier's got his first points of the night.
A team player through and through. Get open, and Sexton will send the ball your way.
And here's MP for 3. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Filipowski. 9-point game his last outing. This is it to Sexton. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. San Antonio leading by 14. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing.
That would be cool,
Kevin?
if he could
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Charles Macy, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. And a switcher also for Utah. George is checked in. Now, here's Sexton. He's tightly guarded. George looking over the floor. And there's the drive. And George with the stuff.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the
I'll send it
team.
to you after this
Seeks
game.
advice from them and coaches.
I don't really look
He's
at my
a real
phone, so I don't really
student
take
of the
pictures
game,
like that.
and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
I didn't even call for the ball yet. I'm trying to get open.
Now, Sohan, nothing on the board. Here's Castle. Here's MP. Got a piece of it.
These people are weird, bro.
Now, here is George. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Well, and he was also doing a great job feeding his teammates, racking up the assists. So important to team
I can
chemistry.
start getting my assists.
Well, he's been
up,
very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Oh, get out of the way.
The three.
Dude.
That's the six.
Look at this shit. It wouldn't move out my fucking
Make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
And there it is for him. And that's now 27 points for MP.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's George. That doesn't go either for George.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for. Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Castle. There's 1:40 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Massey pulls it in. Massey's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Wow, Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Here's George. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Give me that. You gotta see
They've scored in the paint already here. It is eye-opening.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
And check it out.
So it's San Antonio with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close.
62. The Jazz, 48.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Filipowski in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's so easy, Coach, to highlight the athleticism, but there's certainly a mental aspect to the game as well. And I know you value that as a coach.
You can never, Kevin, overestimate how important intelligence is. I was in the NBA, or have been around the NBA for 30 years, and I have never seen one really good player who wasn't really smart. Well, what I like about Collins is that he doesn't play outside of himself, and that's why he shoots high percentage. He can play because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's George driving to the basket. And George with
one
the
dude's
stuff.
pissing me off.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
No, not really. I'm new to this. This is like my third day
no
streaming.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
MP passes to Sohan. Kicks it out to MP. Sinks the triple. MP's got 32 points.
Right, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
George against MP. And the shot goes in. 20 points from Keontae George.
Yeah, George has been just merciless on offense. He's not holding back at all.
You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second
that
personal
one
foul.
on
Filipowski.
Smart play there. I don't think we give his IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience.
Coach, only 2 players have led the
Hold on, give me 1 second. All right, yeah, send it to me so I can see it.
NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively. Not only as a shot blocker,
put that on my head too.
Ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time.
Count the basket.
Such a unique player. Jeremy Sochan can score anywhere on the floor. Does great things for his team.
Filipowski passes to Sexton. Here's Collier. And it's MP with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Castle. And again, it's the Spurs for deep.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
The pass.
That Spider-Man one's nice.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in
Wendy,
the third.
go to your guy, dude.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. MP outside. Fires the three. The offensive rebound.
I'll give you a pack of 3 free panels. Are you sure it's for free?
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on
I don't want no scams, you know.
All time here. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along. And then come with the skills that he has on it.
So, do I just gotta like send you a picture of me or what?
Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. MP is out there with Castle. And it's...
In my profile. I'll do that right now.
In at the 3 slot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And you do it for free?
George passes to Hendricks. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster more competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
MP passes to Sochan. Back to MP. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
First of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin.
Right,
I would never
I'll let
be
you know
that
after the stream.
presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world.
I
think what from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Here's George. Sexton. Rebound San Antonio.
calm down.
Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Inside, Sohan. Hendricks pulls it in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And that's good from Sexton on the assist by Markkanen.
Assisted by
Markkanen's got 3 assists now in this one. San Antonio leading by 21. To the middle. Here's MP. And he lays it straight in. 34 points for MP.
What vision from Wembanyama. He came into the league with this skill.
Outside, Markkanen. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. San Antonio's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's MP. Got it. Good job at the post. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's George. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Castle, defended by Sexton. Wembanyama finds MP. The fadeaway, 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
George. And one other thing they have done well has been scoring in transition, looking to run whenever they can.
Down low, here's MP. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
23.
MP's got 38 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board
Let's see if I can hit 40.
George passes to Filipowski. And here's Markkanen. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
We're seeing less
Utah
theatrics,
ball.
and there were 5
Substitution on the
but a
court.
flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And Utah making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in, puts up a deep 3. Another miss by Utah.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. Utah also making some changes. Sensabaugh is checked in. And it's Collier in for Colin Sexton. Mikhailuk passes to Collier. Over MP. And it's Collier missing.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
Yeah, that's good discipline to stay attached and alter the shot.
To the inside.
And one.
And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Johnson. Back to MP. Pass to Wembanyama. MP with it. Pass to Castle. Got a piece of it. MP, that's for 2. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Hendricks. Well, Stan, I know you made the transition from college to the NBA as a coach and was successful, but how hard is that transition for the players to go from college to the pros?
It's an incredible transition, Kevin. In college, let's think about it. The very best teams may have 2 or 3 NBA caliber players. You know how many NBA players are on NBA
Substitution on the court.
15 of them. I know.
Yes, play the game.
The pace of the
as it
game,
should be.
everything happens faster, so all of your reads and decisions have to happen faster. That's what I think takes the time more than the skills themselves.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved it.
You know, this game could be a defining moment for what they can do when they are playing at their best. Being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was wrong.
And that about wraps it up. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
I'm a hop stream. I'm about to go eat. I'll be back on either later or tomorrow.